Yes, I know that little intro music and clip that I play before each episode. I feel it's getting old. I feel I need to make a new one. But anyway, this is about Mortal Kombat 2, which there's some interesting stuff going on here, in my opinion. The actor from The Boys, the main one, the one with the accent and attitude. Let's see, what was his name again? Carl Urban. He is playing Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2, but that's not where the interesting part comes in. Mortal Kombat 2 producer says first film benched Johnny Cage for the fear audience wouldn't buy an arrogant actor as the lead. Yeah, it gets more interesting, just wait. Previously blamed absence on concerns regarding white savior trope. You see where this is going?
Yeah.
Where once he cited their discomfort with the potential white savior optics of Johnny Cage's potential appearance in the first film, Mortal Kombat 2 producer Todd Garner says the fan favorite fighter was relegated to the sequel because the production crew was unsure how well his character would sit with the audience. So the audience, I guess they're aiming for a younger audience, and their concerned younger audience would be like, "Ooh, no, no, no! They shouldn't have made him white."
But
Okay, look. Younger audiences who are into fights don't care as long as they can see someone get their ass whooped.
but this the character in the Mortal Kombat, the one that he was going to portray, is kind of a lead character in the game, right?
Yeah, he is. And, one thing that gets me is the character, to my knowledge, has always been on the young side, whereas Carl Urban is 53 years old. I don't know if this was a financial choice. If they brought him on, they'd get more of a budget. I don't know, but I just feel he's kind of old for the role. Now, I like the parts he plays. I always believed he should have played Wolverine.
Yeah, I think he would have made a good Wolverine.
Yeah, much better than Hugh Jackman. I mean,
Yeah.
Wolverine isn't 6 foot something and does musicals on the side. But anyway, yeah, so I'm a little confused why they picked someone of that age for that role. But yes, they cut him out of the first movie, which was not that memorable. Apparently, I don't know if I watched it, but I never seen anybody talking about it. But whatever the case, they were worried about that people were going to see him as white and go, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't have a white man save the day." Well, that's a good message to him in that picture there.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people who didn't know the game and didn't know the franchise, would it just feel like, wait, you have these guys with the superpowers that are doing incredible martial arts and this arrogant actor from the 90s? What is this? Explained the producer. So this is him trying to work around that he just said, we don't want a whitey saving people. Well, I mean, actually, this arrogant actor, that would be kind of his redemption arc, you
Yeah.
know, in my opinion.
It just seems like they're just spouting out a whole lot of word diarrhea to cover up the real reason why they don't want him in there.
I feel like if I was getting to make a movie with a diverse cast, see that there's that word again, diverse cast. Like you must have all the colors of the rainbow. You just must. Why? There's black media that don't try to cram every color in there.
Yeah.
There's Spanish, Latino based things that don't cram every color in there. Why is it that these it's white and black, and then they're like, we got to put everybody in it. We got to make them all happy. Well, the thing is, you're not making anyone happy by doing this, by pandering,
But the thing is
by virtue signaling.
they keep preaching about diversity, but they're excluding white people. It's like
Well,
how are you going to be diverse if
yeah,
you're kicking out the white people?
I mean, and they usually exclude Native Americans if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
But I digress on that. They seem to want diversity in every way except for diversity of the mind.
Yeah.
So it says, I feel like if I was going to make a movie about a diverse cast, it felt weird to have a white actor, white actor, literally Johnny Cage, be the hero of the story, Garner told Inverse during a 2024 interview. And there it is. You didn't want a white guy saving the day.
So
Okay.
the truth comes out.
Yeah, as if we didn't already know.
Yeah.
So, I was never really big into Mortal Kombat. I mean, I watched the movies. I even, you know, way back when the original soundtrack came out, I'd even do martial arts to it. But it wasn't a thing that, like, I would want to spend money on or I had to have the latest of. I remember when the original game came out in the arcades. It was the second one I ever seen done with digitized actors. The first one in that styling was Pit Fighter, which I don't know how many of you out there remember that, but yeah, look it up. So, yeah.
I vaguely remember Pit Fighter. Vaguely. It's been a long time since I played any of those kinds of games.
What do you think about this man in this role? This actor
Well,
doing this role?
to me, I remember Mortal Kombat, the games and stuff, and to me, he seems a little bit old for the part. Not saying he couldn't act the part, but his age, they would have to do a lot of um, special effects makeup to make him not appear as old as he is.
But you can even see in that shot that he's not a young man.
Yeah, well, that's my point. And I don't know. I mean,
Well, I would have to see him act the part to see if he could act the part. Going by his previous roles, I'm not seeing Johnny Cage in that actor.
uh-uh. No, he's to me, he's more like the role he had in the boys and a Wolverine type character. But that's just my opinion. So,
And so I'm gonna play the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, the official red band trailer. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm not supposed to play it. If there's copyrighted music in it, I might have to mute it.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the.
Yep, that's what I would say. I
yeah,
would see that and be like, fuck that. Oh,
yeah.
and did you see that little part?
The Last
Wait.
Airbender.
No, wait. The there it is. That character is not supposed to be bald nor black.
Oh,
And once again, there you have it. We can't have a whitey. Okay, is this how we end racism? Is this how is by becoming racist against white people? Is this how we end racism?
no.
Why can't
Absolutely not.
why can't they process that simple thought? That you know, these kind of people always go, end racism, end racism. You first. Or I
Yep.
mean, oh, let's put it like this. I don't even have to say you first. I could say I've already done my part. I'm not going. You got to drink it out of the fountain or whatever, right? I've already done my part. You're a person. I'm a person. Your turn. Your
Yeah.
turn. When you gonna stop hating on different colors?
Yeah.
Also,
But
it seems to be a trend with them doing these bald black women. Oddly,
yeah, I don't understand that either.
well, if you didn't notice, there was they started going alopecia or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you had this bald black woman in Congress, and then you had these actors going, "Hey, it's me too! Look, it's me too!" I don't think there's that many naturally bald black women out there. I just don't think so. I think it's a trend that they're picking up on, trying to run with for attention.
Yeah, it's just a cosmetic thing that they're doing now. Not that many people have alopecia, and the ones that do, they don't really want to talk about it that much.
Now there are a lot of black women who live by wigs. You know, they swear by wigs all the time, and I don't know if their hair is just that hard to manage. I don't pretend to know. I find it odd.
Yeah.
I don't think that used to be a thing.
Well, I know back in the Egyptian, when the pharaohs was ruling Egypt and stuff, they would shave their heads and wear a lot of wigs, but that was because of
Yeah,
lice and
well,
stuff like that.
I don't think I'm looking that far back. you know, I'm not really
Well,
counting that far back.
well, the reason why I'm saying that is it could be like a cultural thing for them to continue that to
Well,
where
if
we
it
can.
were, they would have been doing it in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Here's the question: were they? I don't know. I wasn't part of that culture. I couldn't tell you. Or did
I
it
don't.
start in the last decade or two?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know if this movie will be worth anything or just another fluff movie. Probably just another fluff movie. I mean, you can usually tell real quick, like if it's gonna be one to stand the test of time, and those are becoming rarer and rarer.
Oh yeah, they're few and far between. The last decent movie that I saw that could have stood the test of time before they ruined it with the second movie was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, the first one was so good. I'm like, this could be the new Star Wars
Hmm.
for
Yeah, I
for
said the
the
same thing.
modern generation, that is, right? And then the second
Mhm.
one came. I'm like, this is kind of weak.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was.
well, that's been our sneak peek at Mortal Kombat 2 and our words on their white hatred. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Leave a like, leave your comments, questions, whatever, and we're out.